everyone, how you doing? And welcome back to another video. I hope you are having a fantastic day. Now, I've been away for about a week and a few things here and there has happened, not too much, but there is one specific topic that I do want to talk about because it particularly interests me because it's about two YouTubers that I watch myself, Shane Dawson and Bobby Burns. Now at this point I'm sure you're well acquainted of who Shane Dawson actually is. He's a YouTuber with around 13 million subscribers who's pretty much done every single branch of content. He's done vlogs, he's done story times, he's done conspiracy theories, every single genre. Shane Dawson's probably done it. And as you can probably tell from this video and my previous videos, I am a big fan of Shane Dawson. I watch pretty much every single video he makes. So it did grasp my attention when a YouTuber called Bobby Burns, who I also watch, made a video on Shane Dawson.
Making terrible content.
Basically, he critiqued Shane Dawson's conspiracy videos, pretty much said they were dog shit, which I disagree with, but Shane Dawson actually didn't outright disagree. In fact, he brought Bobby onto his own channel. And from there, they made a few videos together here and there, and then it was announced that Bobby Burns would be getting a weekly Sunday show on Shane Dawson's YouTube channel. And yes, it is as weird as it sounds. It pretty much, to me, sounds like a recipe for disaster. And when you take a look at the dislikes on Bobby Burns' video about Shane Dawson, you really do think to yourself, what was going through Shane's mind? Surely someone as big as Shane could easily just dismiss Bobby Burns, not even watch the video or acknowledge, just completely ignore it. But no, Shane Dawson decided to announce Bobby Burns on his channel when he said this.
Do you guys remember a few months ago, I flew in a hater, Bobby Burns, to come make some videos with me on my channel. And we had a lot of fun, and I just really enjoyed working with him, and I thought he had a lot of talent. So while he was here, we told you guys that we wanted to do some type of series on my channel on Sundays that would be his thing. And I'm gonna let him do whatever he wants. I trust him, I like his stuff.
So he liked him, he enjoyed his content, and that's fair enough. He wanted to give him a shot. And it all sounded fine until Bobby Burns actually started making videos on Shane's channel. Now, if you're somebody known for critiquing things, especially critiquing Shane Dawson, combining the two doesn't always sound like it's necessarily gonna work out. For example, when you take a look at Bobby's video on Shane's channel called Recreating YouTubers' Thumbnails. Now, starting off, this video didn't exactly do amazing. 1.8 million views. Yes, that's a fantastic number to me or you, and I probably will never achieve that, but to Shane Dawson, it's not actually a fantastic number. As you see here, we have a regular Shane Dawson video with the amount of views it has compared to Bobby Burns' video. It's clear that things aren't exactly going to plan, and you can also take a look at the dislikes on that Recreating Thumbnails video. It had over 15,000 dislikes, which is pretty unheard for Shane Dawson's channel. Shane Dawson's fanbase just necessarily seem like chill people who just want to have a laugh and aren't really in it for critiquing other YouTubers. Bobby Burns, like myself, is just another commentator. Yes, he makes high quality stuff, especially in the past, but it doesn't really coincide with Shane Dawson's content in my eyes. If I started making videos with fucking Zoella, I don't think for some reason I'm necessarily gonna be liked. And the commentary section on Shane Dawson's videos really does show that he's not exactly well liked in the Shane Dawson community. Honestly, I don't like Bobby or his content. He didn't deserve the job, and he didn't deserve a car. He didn't deserve anything from Shane. There are so many content creators that genuinely would deserve something like this. Bobby isn't one of them. Subsequently, I am quite happy this bullshit was cancelled. Sorry you alienated your fan base, Bobby. Good luck being a scuffed Jake Paul. Now, Rachel, despite being a brutally honest cunt, it's pretty much summed up how the Shane Dawson fan base were feeling. And now that comment isn't the only bit of negativity I could find. Pretty much the entire top comments is borderline just hate towards Bobby. Now, I disagree with the people that are saying this content is terrible because I don't necessarily agree that this content is terrible, but I do believe Bobby's older content is much better than what he's creating right now. Imagine if somebody came on, I don't know, Keemstar's channel and started making makeup videos. It just wouldn't work, would it? Keemstar, Jake Paul videos to Zoella makeup tutorials. It just really doesn't work. And that's kind of what the level we're on here with Bobby and Shane. And I know up to this point in the video, I've pretty much just critiqued Bobby Burns and I've probably just kind of fucked myself with the dislike section, but actually, I'm going to be defending Bobby today. Now, there's this video going around which is pretty much blown up titled Why Shane Dawson Fired Bobby Burns. And I can say, this title is bullshit. It's a video where just a casual bloke just talks about how Shane Dawson might, emphasis on might, have fired Bobby Burns. And particularly, I don't really care about the video. It's a fair opinion, and he can go ahead with that. It's just a title that caught my attention. Now obviously this title is clickbait. Bobby wasn't fired by Shane and there was no beef whatsoever. Now before I go into this, everyone has been hounding this guy for his title, including bigger YouTubers, and to be honest, you're all fucking hypocrites. If you're hounding this guy for his title, you are all fucking hypocrites, because we've all clickbaited. If anything, we've all lied in our titles at one point, and I know it's a terrible thing to admit to, but most YouTubers on this platform have made some form of white lie in their content where they're going to be talking about some specific topic, but they're going to emphasize it to clickbait it. I saw people say it was slander, and I'm thinking, you've done the exact fucking same. And some of my friends said the exact same, and I'm just thinking, what are you talking about? It's because it doesn't fit some people's agendas, and to me that's just, you're making yourself sound worse than the guy that actually made this video. The video was just hypothesizing on why he may have been fired, and I don't have a problem with that because that's what I'm doing right now. But there have been plenty of fucking bullshit videos going around which I do disagree with, saying how Bobby and Shane have beef and Bobby and Shane have fallen out or he's been fired. That is just clear bullshit. The ones where they've actually said in the video, in the actual content, that he's been fired and there is beef. That's complete horseshit. I think it's clear that there is no beef between Shane and Bobby, considering who Shane is and the fact he distanced himself from other beef in the past. Look at Onision, for fuck's sake, the onion man, the man that fucking reeks, constantly makes videos on Shane, and I don't think Shane's ever responded by like one time. Do you really think that Shane wants to have beef with a guy who he said his content he enjoys, the guy that he brought onto his channel and gave a chance? I don't think so, and Shane pretty much cleared that up with these Snapchat videos.
There's no drama, there's no issues with me and Bobby, there's not, like, literally no tea to be spilled. I wish there was.
So that basically clears up the people saying, oh, Bobby and Shane might have fallen out. Did you see? Bobby failed the lie detector test. Yes, because that whole video, it's a joke. Yeah, it's a shock, I know, but people do this thing called humor on YouTube, and that pretty much was just what that was. If you don't know what I'm actually talking about here, basically a video popped up on YouTube saying that Bobby Burns failed a lie detector test where he said he enjoyed and watched Shane's content, and this is just such a bullshit way to prove somebody is in some form of beef or argument. I don't even know how to summarize it. It's just clear that this is people making things out of it just to get views.
I was like going crazy over it, just being like, is this good enough? Are people gonna not like it? What if they don't like you? And then is that gonna affect you? And then he was going crazy over it, like, oh, is this good enough? And it got to a point where I was like, I think you need to take a break, focus on your channel and your thing. I'm gonna focus on my thing. I've been editing so much more lately and making videos that take a long time to make, so that's kind of what it is.
So that basically just clears everything up in this whole situation. There was no argument, there was no beef, there was no firing. It was a mutual decision to take a break. And the whole series in general on Shane's channel hasn't been cancelled. In fact, this whole thing has been massively blown out of proportion. The only thing that actually interests me in this whole Shane and Bobby situation is the switch up in Bobby's content. Because as I previously mentioned before, Bobby's content has dramatically changed since he became friends with Shane Dawson. There's no hidden thing really, it's pretty obvious. Everyone has said it, and I think Bobby's channel in general does show it. For example, let's take a video before the whole Shane Dawson situation even occurred. How to manipulate your YouTube audience. And then just take a video after the situation with Shane Dawson, reuniting with my childhood best friend. So from the titles alone and not even analysing the content, you can clearly see there is some form of influence from Shane Dawson here. And whether it's not an influence from Shane Dawson or whether it's just an influence from the audience he thinks he's going to be getting, so he needs to change up his content, there definitely is some form of change. So let's take a look at the first video I mentioned, how to manipulate your YouTube audience.
There are other YouTubers like Ingrid Nielsen who made a YouTube video about something very serious, something that she wanted to share with people, but the way that she chose to share it was, again, so calculated and feels just so disingenuous.
I'm gay. It feels so good to say that.
Again, I'm not trying to say that she has not had a hard time dealing with people who were angry at her for being gay or anything like that. But what I am saying is that some YouTubers choose to present important information in an overly dramatic, emotional way to get people to watch the video.
So he's critiquing somebody, he's challenging somebody in a quite controversial manner about somebody that's come out as homosexual on their YouTube channel. He's basically saying she hasn't just done it to let everyone know she's gay, she's done it for attention and for people to watch her videos more. And these videos in general were some of my favourite videos from Bobby's. In general, he was a top tier commentary channel. Yeah, it might shock you that I consider Bobby Burns, a commentary YouTuber like myself, but that's pretty much what he used to be. But now he switched up to this whole vlogger sort of style, as you can see from this clip from his video titled Meeting My Childhood Best Friend.
Okay, so it is 9 a.m. on February 2nd. And last night, I kind of went down a rabbit hole. I started watching the YouTube videos of my friend from high school, Sawyer Matheny.
Sawyer, hi. Good morning. It is morning, and I hate it. My body should be dead in the ground right now.
Okay, Sawyer, so how did we meet?
To church, right?
The church? Yeah, we met at church.
So it's a vlog. He sat down talking, but then he goes into the sort of vlog style. It's kind of like David Dobrik, but it's also kind of like Shane Dawson. Now, if Bobby wants to change up his content, I haven't got a problem with that. If he wants to take his YouTube channel somewhere else, it's fine. It's completely fine. If I ever turn up to vlogging someday, I hope you guys accept it. I don't think I'm gonna do that, but in general, if people want to switch their content up and they're not harming anyone, who cares? Who really cares? But it is a slight coincidence given that he's now switched to this after Shane Dawson, and he just doesn't seem to be the exact same sort of YouTube persona that he used to be. I feel like if he just continued with the videos he was making before the whole Shane Dawson thing, like the videos where he talked about how film and television are becoming meta, which was a brilliant video, in fact one of my favourite videos I've seen from him, if he just continued doing that, he would have been fine. And that's why I feel like this whole Shane Dawson thing, this whole collaboration series, making videos together, wasn't actually a good thing on the long term, and I'm kind of glad this whole series thing has ended because hopefully we can see his older content come back. Now, as I said, I'm a general fan of Bobby Burns' content, and I know that's the whole YouTube defense mechanism where people say it just so they can't be critiqued or attacked. If you want to critique me for this video, go ahead, but I just want to know where you're going with this content, Bobby. It's not exactly like you're in a genre right now, it's kind of a messy thing. I know he's going through a very hard time right now, and it sucks to see that, and I genuinely hope he gets better and through this whole bad period, but I still do think he owes it to his audience, and even Shane's audience, to explain where he's taking his YouTube channel. I really hope he returns to his old stuff because I'm not the biggest fan of vloggers, and I think from my older content, you can clearly see I'm not a guy that really watches many vloggers. I think this whole thing with Shane Dawson and Bobby has completely failed, and it's failed because they're pretty much two different personalities. Well, I don't know them in person, but their YouTube personas are very different. You can clearly see it from the difference in their YouTube videos, for fuck's sake. My boyfriend wears a fat suit, and then take a look at Bobby's videos. The problem with YouTube influencers is such a vast difference in their content, and I think that's purely why it hasn't worked. But in conclusion, Bobby Burns hasn't been fired by Shane Dawson. It was a mutual decision to take a break on this series on Shane's channel. If you're seeing people genuinely say that he's been fired, it's bullshit, it's horseshit. Don't believe it, maybe even report the video, because at the end of the day, the video is technically slander if they are directly saying it, so just report it if you're seeing people make these horseshit videos just to get views and attention. On a direct note to Bobby Burns, I really do emphasize with your last video, I really hope that you sort out your issues and problems, because man, it fucking sucks, and I completely relate with you. So I hope you sort that out, and I hope your channel gets better and you sort things out when your series maybe comes back with Shane, and things just in general get better. I really do appreciate if you guys let me know your thoughts on this situation in the comment section, because it's a pretty interesting situation. It's something which really confused me at the start and when they both collaborated, so I really would like to know your guys' thoughts on it. And honestly, I appreciate if you like the video and subscribe. I did say some controversial things at the starting, so I feel like some people may have just fucked off after I said all the shady stuff. So if you want to like the video and subscribe, if you did enjoy it, it really does help me out. And if you want to go contact me and speak to me at Twitter or Instagram, the links are in the description. Twitter at iNabberTV and Instagram at iNabberTV. But before I end the video, I would like to actually thank my Patreons as always. Big thanks to Leslie, Chumskull, Bugger Badger, Cubeson, Ruby, Amy, Hoster, Devin, Michelle, Quack, Mary, Dink, Dino, Dora, Sophie, Joe, Anna, Milo, Shiva, Rochelle, Armia, Billy, Zombie Salza, Creepypasta, Rob, 05, Majestic, and Rockstar. Thank you so much for supporting the Patreon. I'm pretty sure I just read out more than one person's name twice. But yes, thank you again. Things are coming for the Patreon finally. I'm almost finished with university, surprisingly. So that's why I've been away on this channel. I've been doing so much fucking work, so many exams. So if this video wasn't to the top of my quality, I apologize. I'm a bit rusty, I understand. But thank you for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow.